Welcome back to the channel, my 25 subscribers. Welcome back. Oh shit. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, all 25 subscribers, survivalist friends. You obviously like this stuff or you wouldn't have subscribed, right? Anyway, let's change up the scene a little bit. All right, first things first. I've had a lot of people tell me that Schrade is pretty sweet, and I believe them. I've had some Schrade stuff in the past, you know, knives and stuff, but I need a good bushwhacker. And machete-wise, I've always loved machetes. And this baby is like, it reminds me kind of like Bin Laden or something, or whatever that cartoon's called, you know, the crazy swords. So it's got a decent case. You can put it on the belt, even though I don't think I'd want to do that. It looked like I was a terrorist or something. But yeah, it comes with a, like a black matte, like slightly glossy, I suppose, and an extremely ridiculously pointy point. I mean, if you really wanted to gut somebody, I mean, and I'm not saying anything, but if you were to, I don't know, if you're hunting like a crazy man, you want to kill a deer and stab it in the stomach, well, you probably could make it through the other side with this sucker. That's a little intense, but let's give it a go, shall we? Schrade. Yeah. All right. So let's say you had a hard day at the office, or you and the old lady just had a divorce. You lost the house, you took everything, and or you're just having a bad day, or your woman you just caught cheating. She was in the other bedroom. She slipped and fell. You know that BS. But let's say, or you just wanna. You got some property, or you're in the bush and you're trying to make a nice trail for yourself, or you're just really dinged off about something and you take out some frustration, and bushes are better than people. Anyways, so let's say you need to make a trail. Everything's in your way. This stuff's pretty thick. It's not the most alive stuff. I don't know, I try to justify this. Who cares? Are you a tree hugger? Whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not doing something terrible. I'm not a refinery. Anyway, let's see how well this bad boy works. I'm trying to get through a trail today. I'm trying to make a trail today. That's going through like butter. Do you see that? How about a close-up? All right. See this twig right here? It's like cutting through butter. Watch this. Well, get this out of the way first. See this pretty bugger right here? Oh my goodness. I barely even tried. Look at that. That's some supreme cutting right there, boy. Well, making a trail now with the Schrade is no problem. It's a charade of a time. I'm having a charade getting through this trail, making a trail. What a charade. What a charade, huh? Wow, it's not even denting the blade or folding it. How nice. just for reference, this stuff is pretty thick. It's pretty thick, and it's taking 1 or 2 swings. No biggie. I'm not trying like crazy. 40 twigs there. They just whacked all the heck. That bush over there looks like a bush. This does not look like a bush. It looks like a cut in half bush, like a madman that just got divorced type bush. After the cruelty, you realize what you just did to that tree family. You sit down on your nice cozy little chair and you think about what's going on in your life with the wife and the house, and you think, wow, this is a great charade. It's good for bushes, say that. Nothing else. These are jokes, okay? Harsh humor. Take it lightly. Jesus, come on. All right, so let's get real. Okay, on a serious note, let's take a look and see. Well, it looks to me, there's no denting, no folding. Sharp as it was, looks the exact same other than a little dirt. Yeah, it's pretty good. The case, on the other hand, well, yeah, it's decent. You know, it's got just enough little notches or whatever you want to call those things, little buttons to hold it together. I mean, it's not gonna last forever, but it's not a super expensive blade. I think it was around $40. If I can, I bought this Canadian Tire, but if I can find a link for Amazon, I will definitely send a link down below. All right. So I'm gonna put this away. This isn't just one thing on this video. It isn't just gonna be one thing. I have something else for you. I don't even remember what it was, so it's gonna be a surprise for me as it is for you. I literally don't remember what it was, what it is. What we have here is a Gerber. I think they might have discontinued this. I seen some floating around on Amazon. I'll leave a link below if they're still there. They still have some in Canadian Tire, but I'm pretty sure they discontinued these. I don't know if Gerber themselves still sell them, but I know they discontinued them in most Canadian Tires, and there is still a few on Amazon. But anywho, this is pretty neat. It's a different kind of case. Yeah, it has a little strap here, and I put this here just so I have something to hold on to so I wouldn't lose the blade. It's got a little snappy right here. Just pull that out if it's on your hip. And it almost looks like something you would find in a kitchen from, I don't know, Vietnam or something. It's an odd design, but it's really good for bushwhacking. I've used it before, unlike the Schrade. That was the first time using the Schrade. But it's really good for bushwhacking. Like it cuts in nice. It cuts in nice right where this bowed out part is. And there's these rivets right here, so you can use it where if you were to take a piece of wood and split wood with it, and you come down on it. But the only issue that I had with that is how this is curved at the tip, and unless you're getting it, unless it's like a smaller piece of wood, if you're not hitting it right on top, you're gonna have an issue getting it through because of this slant. But other than that, pretty good, pretty decent. And you can use it to make curls for your flint, you know, to curl the wood. But it has this grooves in it. There's really cool grooves. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. So here's some grooves, and it's like frosted. It's like brushed, frosted, whatever they call it. But it's got these grooves in it, and it's supposed to give it strength, which is probably true. It's a pretty neat design. It looks like tiger stripes or something. And the holes is like a good balance. It just feels like it's balanced pretty good. I think that's why they put those there, just to balance it out. And it's pretty solid. I mean, that's not going to come off, and it's straight through, and it has, you know, it has that there for this, and you could use it for a window buster if you needed to, or to crack something. So yeah, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, shall we? All right, so this is about the same size as with the Schrade. This stuff here, the small stuff, cuts through like butter. This here is about a 1/4 inch, maybe a centimeter thick. It works better than the Schrade, I think. Jeez, it just goes right through like butter. Watch. Nada. This here is about a 1/2 inch. 2 slices. Okay. It's pretty decent. Pretty good bushwhacker, I'd say. I don't know if you can see this, but it's pretty thick. Oh, I got it caught a few times. Took three whacks for that. It's about 1 inch wide. Here's the small stuff. Nothing. Nada. Nada. Cuts through like butter. Cuts through like butter. That was pretty thick. That was about 1.5 inches thick. There you go. Not much left. That's what's left. That bush. I feel like if I was trying to make a path with this thing, it wouldn't take too long. All right. So there you have it, my people. This so with the Schrade, it might just be the technique and the way that I'm the way that I'm hacking with this thing. But it also, I think it's just the design of the blade, how it's just, the way that it's angled. It's pretty sharp, but it's just the way that the blade is designed. And it depends on what you're cutting too. So that's why you have different tools, you know? This would be for more not so thick, grassy stuff, maybe half dead stuff, or, you know, like twig type stuff. But this here, as you can see, it whacked through 1.5 inches, pretty tough stuff, and it cut through sometimes with one swipe, just depending on how I do it. Oh, I'd probably use this thing for cutting ribs too. All kinds of different things you could use this for. It's a wicked little piece of equipment there, Gerber. Oh, I really like this. This is nice. Schrade, on the other hand, is just kind of like a cheap machete type deal. Overall, if I were to do what I was just doing, I would definitely pick the Gerber over this thing. So I'm sure it'll have its uses when I'm out and about. But this thing is, yeah, it's pretty damn good. These are my ham radios. It's the Baofeng UV5Rs. They work really good. They're great. One thing I wish I had is bigger batteries. I didn't realize how small these batteries were. They're like 1800 milliamps, which does not last very long, especially if you're out doing this stuff. You got to keep extra battery with you. Like I always do when I head out. Like you got to have power banks, you know, to recharge your stuff. I would definitely keep something that you would be able to charge these with if you have small batteries like this. But when I bought them, it was like a decent price for the two, right? They come with little charging stands and everything. But now you can get the same ones, which I'll leave in the description, but they come with bigger batteries, and it was like the same price I got it for. So sometimes it's a hit or miss, you know? But the bigger battery comes down to about here, and it's 3,800 milliamps. So it's like more than double. So you'll get a fair amount of time. Now these antennas are only for like a few mile range. You might be able to get 20 miles out of it. Not really sure, I haven't tested it that much. I know these things, if you have the right antennas, you can go up to like 3,000 miles, as long as you're in an area where it's not too many massive mountains or hills. But this is what I got new recently for these things. I'm planning on getting bigger batteries, but I got these new antennas. I'll show you the size difference. I don't know if you can see that. It's about two times and a quarter bigger. And when it goes on, I'll show you. It comes with a little rubber washer, if you will. Make sure that it's on really secure, and do use the little washer because it holds it on tighter, keeps it from loosening. See, it's a little wobbly. I know there's these other ones that bend over, like the kink, and it has a little Velcro strap pulled down. And you could use it like that, or when you want real range, like 100-mile or whatever, like crazy range, you just let it come up. It's like this long, but this thing's about maybe 1.5 feet, or no, I think it's 18 inches. I think that's what it is. Oh, you can get a lot of distance with this sucker. So if you wanted to keep your antennas with you when you're out and about and you don't feel like it's enough range, you just switch your antennas. And you got other ones where they're like 4 feet long, but they're wound up, but having that length on it gives you like a lot of distance. So yeah, these are great little radios. I mean, you know, they light up and everything. I mean, they're built really nice. They're durable. They're awesome. They work great, nice and clear sounding. You can tap into signals that you probably shouldn't be tapping into. You wouldn't be able to with the police. You'd have to have an extra digit or so on your ham, but you can get into like the fire and the ambulance or whatever. But you would only want to do that for listening purposes. But even so, would you really want to do that? I'm not telling anybody what they should or shouldn't do, but this is just to have communication with the loved ones and make sure that you're secure and safe no matter what situation, because cell phones aren't always going to work. I mean, solar flares, a lot of the times, these babies are still going to work. When your cell phones are knocked out, you'll be able to use your ham radio. So yeah, that's that. I will leave these in the link. I will leave the bow fangs in a link below, and I'll leave the extended in a link below. They're not very much. They're like 13 bucks each, or 25 or 24 for two. So it's worth it because they do a lot. They're awesome. And I think that about sums it up. It's dark. Until next time, my friends.